G'day gang, Dan here, how you going? We're back in the Elder Scrolls Online in Markarth, the Markarth DLC. Alright, we just came out of Briar Rock Ruins and helped those folks out now. It's time to finally go and see Gwendis. Gwendis, and been waiting patiently for us. Patiently, impatiently. Let's go make our way over there. Alright, so we gotta go over here. Let's see what she's got to say. She's been pretty good while we've been out there exploring. Gotta say, she's been holding it together. Oh, that's ran straight into a guard there.
There you are. That darkness Arana mentioned? I think we found it. Verandis has been studying that dark energy down in the library of Arkthzand, trying to figure out what Rada al-Saran and Lady Belaine have planned. He thinks it might actually be related to the darkness. The Void. Isn't that a terrifying thought?
The Void?
Look, I'm no scholar. I barely believe in this stuff and I hardly understand it. But the Void is the place outside the places. The darkness beyond Mundus and Oblivion. Anyway, Verandis felt a change in the currents. He sent me to get you.
A ghost song plan which attempted to awaken the Dark Heart. Arana and I stopped her.
Well, that would explain it. You might have stopped it from fully awakening, but Verandis says something has changed. Even I could feel it. Come on, Verandis needs you to meet him at Night Hollow Keep. That's where he traced the dark energy to.
I'll go meet Verandis at Night Hollow Keep.
Night Hollow Keep is down in Blackreach, east of the Library of Arkthzand. Verandis is there. He's waiting for you before he continues his search for the Dark Heart.
Tell me more about Night Hollow Keep.
It must have been impressive once, but it's falling into ruin now. Apparently it was the seat of power for an ancient vampire clan, the Night Hollow. All that's left of them are a scattering of feral beasts. Plus the place is full of void energy.
What do we know about the Night Hollow vampires?
Not much. I did a lot of digging into the Grey Host, but I never found a scrap about the Night Hollow. We're learning that some of the ancient vampire clans built kingdoms in Blackreach. My guess? The Night Hollow have been hiding down there forever.
There are ancient vampire kingdoms under the Reach?
There were. Skyrim too. It seems that long ago the first clans established an empire beneath the surface. Even Verandis thought it was only a legend. But we're finding more and more proof every time we enter a new cavern down in Blackreach.
Tell me more about this void energy.
That strange dark magic that's drifting around the Library of Arkthzand, Verandis calls it void energy. He's been studying it, trying to find its source. That's what led him to Night Hollow Keep.
Does Verandis think void energy is dangerous?
Well, you know those shades. Verandis says they're souls that got caught in the currents. It twisted them into hungry, hateful shadows. But you also used it to move around, so it's not all bad. He's worried that Rada al-Saran wants that energy.
Okay. Well, let's
I'll meet you down in Blackreach.
Why can't I do that? Alright, so we need to go find a elevator downwards, I guess. So we can probably just take a way shrine. You know what? Before I go down there though, I just got a little an inkling that perhaps I missed something over here. Just gonna ride over there just to double check and then we'll go and meet her. Might have to go all the way around though. Yeah. Gotta get across that bridge. I feel like I may have missed a quest over there. Ah. What is that? Well, this isn't what I was thinking of.
Come, ego seers, sixfords. Have you no words to share? An outsider has better sense than the lot of you. Come, outsider, help me prove a point.
What's going on here?
Your arrival at this moment is most fortuitous, outsider. Come, help me teach these wayward clans how to behave like proper warriors of the Reach.
What kind of help do you need?
These two clan chiefs brought their children to participate in the rite of hand-fasting. Once they receive my blessing, they can announce their intention to marry and unite these clans in kinship. I'd like you to help me give that blessing.
Why do you need my blessing?
It's not so much a matter of need as of instruction. I want your example to teach these clans how to put aside their differences and get along. Present yourself to the betrothed, Eslin and Modern, and wish them goodwill. That should suffice.
I'll offer my blessing to Eslin and Medan.
Eslin and Modern wait to the north, at the hand-fasting cave. We isolate them for a time, so they can learn about one another. Hopefully they haven't killed each other. Go and offer your blessing. Then return to me and your task will be done.
What is hand fasting, exactly?
A betrothal announcement, in a sense. It is how we let the folk of the Reach know that our wedding nears, that two clans will be brought together. As is custom, Eslin and Modern are isolated in the hand-fasting cave nearby, getting acquainted.
Getting acquainted? They're getting married and they don't know each other?
You sound surprised. Is that not how marriages are arranged where you come from? They belong to different clans, clans that do not get along. I have brought them to this place of meeting to work out a marriage that will benefit both clans.
Why don't these clans like each other?
You picked up on that, did you? All you need to know at the moment is that the Eagleseer and Sixford clans have been at odds for generations. I hope to dampen those tensions by joining the clans in marriage.
Okay. Jeez, a lot of people to talk to around here.
The Chief of Chiefs is allowing you to go to the hand-fasting cave? Outsider, when you see Modern... No, forget I said anything.
Is there something you want me to tell Medan for you?
Yes. No! Give Modern and the Eagleseer woman your blessing, outsider. Just as the Chief of Chiefs instructed. Each of us have a part to play in this fiasco, including me.
Are you opposed to this marriage?
Opposed? Look, Modern and I grew up together. I want what's best for him, and now they're binding him to some Eagleseer hellion, and I've said too much. Go. Give your blessing. Let's be done with this.
First, the Chief of Chiefs demands I offer my son to the cursed Eagleseers. Then she involves an outsider in the matter just to shame us. Very well, outsider. Offer your blessing to my son and the Eagleseer sow, so we can finish this.
You don't seem happy about this impending marriage.
What should I be? Not only am I forced to endure the presence of the Eagleseers, I must allow my son Modern to marry one of them. The Chief of Chiefs asks much of us, but I will not let my son go unattended.
Tell me about your son.
Modern is an adequate scout, but he's a sorry hunter and an abysmal fighter. I suppose if there's any good in all this, it's that Chief Eagleseer is fool enough to accept such a poor match for his daughter.
Why don't you and Chief Eagleseer get along?
That is none of your business, outsider. I am here, and doing as my Chief of Chiefs demands. Let us leave it at that.
The Chief of Chiefs?
If I hadn't heard the Chief of Chiefs' words with my own ears, I'd think this another trick of the hated Sixfords. Still, you have your task, outsider. Get on with it already.
You don't seem happy about this impending marriage.
What's to be happy about? I'll abide by the Chief of Chiefs' counsel, but I can't imagine a blood bond between us and the Sixford clan. I just hope the lad's worthy of Eslin. If not, he won't last much past the ceremony, if I know my daughter.
Tell me about your daughter.
Eslin's my one and only. She's got 4 older brothers, but she's the fiercest child I've ever whelped. Eagleseer blood runs strong through her veins, thank Ball. Modern needs to mind their edges. Not that the Sixfords give much mind to anything.
Why don't you and Chief Sixford get along?
That has nothing to do with you, outsider. Do as the Chief of Chiefs bids.
Right.
The Chief of Chiefs is crafty, I'll give her that. Using an outsider to shame the Sixfords, and us too, I suppose. Not the best way to start a marriage, but I've seen worse.
You seem relatively indifferent to these proceedings.
Chief Eagleseer is my brother. I love him and his daughter dearly, but this feud has been going on since longer than anyone can remember. Not even the Vasishrans know how it started. This attempt at a reconciliation will go exactly as the others.
Meaning?
When all the drama has come to an end, the Eagle Seers and the Six Fords are still going to hate each other. Nothing will change that. As for my niece, she won't do anything she doesn't want to. I'd feel sorry for Medaren, if he wasn't a Six-Ford.
Why are you so hostile toward the Six-Ford clan?
This isn't the time or place for such talk, outsider. Not with the Chief of Chiefs looking on.
Okay, I guess they don't like each other, and they won't tell me why they don't like each other. They could just tell me, and I could just sort it out, but anyway. Letter from the intended couple. Chief of Chiefs Canier, we're sorry, we understand what you hope to accomplish, but we can't go through with this. Aislinn and Medaren. Alright, well they're gonna be happy about that, aren't they? You guys are literally around the corner, you didn't even see it.
Chiefs, please. Ah, the outsider. I'll speak to you over here. Is it done, outsider? Did you offer your blessing to the intended couple?
Aislinn and Medaren weren't inside the cave. I found this note.
I can't read those infernal scratchings. Only Chief Eagleseer and his daughter bother with such things. What does the note say, outsider?
It's addressed to you. It says, we're sorry, we can't go through with this.
No, this is unacceptable. This handfasting must take place. I need you to find them and bring them back, outsider.
Why is this hand fasting so important to you?
You see the animosity between these clans. They have fought and spilled each other's blood for generations. I finally got them to agree to a compromise, a bond of peace predicated on the marriage of Aislinn and Medaren. Please, you must find them.
I'll find Aislinn and Medaren.
They must have gone north. Otherwise, they would have had to pass us and we would have seen them. Search the area to the north of the ring and track them down. I'll keep the chiefs distracted. Thank you for helping with this.
What if I can't convince them to come back to Rolden Ring?
Remind Aislinn and Medaren what's at stake here. They both understand what this feud has cost both clans, what peace would mean for us all. They are young, their blood will cool, and they will see that coming home is the only wise action.
Alright. Stick pile. A small bead carved from blue stone, similar to those used in Reach courtship rituals. A dyed feather with intricate carvings on the vein. It is typically worn by Reach folk of high status. A palm-sized stone with a sigil of the Six-Ford clan. One side has been rubbed smooth. The old worry stone. Cloth fragment. A swatch of rough spun cloth. It seems to have been dropped in haste. A goat. Where are we going? Oh, further up. There's the arrowhead. It was around here somewhere. I just saw it. Oh, actually, maybe it was just pointing us back to this particular area. They went back down. It probably is on that side. I must have just missed it. Going the adventurous way.
You have to stop dropping things, don't.
Quiet, Eslin. Someone's coming.
You two really didn't get far. They're just over there.
Why are you following us, outsider? We may be young, but we're still warriors of the Reach. You won't find us to be easy prey.
Chief of Chiefs Kaniel wants you to come back to Roden Ring.
Aye, I'm sure she does. But I'm not going back. Not while the Chief of Chiefs and my father plan to marry me off like some imperial princess.
You don't want to go through with the hand fasting?
Look, I don't even know if I want to marry at all. And my father and the Chief of Chiefs parade me around the Reach, saying I'm to be wed to a sod I've never laid eyes on before. Madaern has his own reasons to shirk the hand fasting, so we both ran.
What about the feud between Sixford and Eagleseers?
It's not fair of them to put that responsibility on our shoulders. It's a worthy idea, but why do we have to be the ones to carry it out? I won't be forced into a marriage because our people can't stop killing each other.
I see.
This whole situation makes me so angry. I don't want to talk to you anymore, outsider.
Why were you selected to marry Madaern?
Didn't the Chief of Chiefs tell you? I'm the daughter of Chief Eagleseer. Or I was. I have half a mind to exile myself and cut all ties to my damned clan. I tell you, I won't be the barter that ends the feud. I won't.
This may seem like the perfect spot to ambush us and take our belongings, outsider, but don't let the desolation fool you. Our clan warriors are hiding right behind those rocks. So, what do you want from us?
Chief of Chiefs Kaniel wants you to return and complete the hand fasting.
I don't like breaking my word to the Chief of Chiefs, but I can't go through with the hand fasting. I can't marry Eslin.
Why not?
I'm already pledged to another, Drisen of the Sixford clan. Before her brother died, I promised I would marry her and look after her. How can I break one obligation to honor another, even for the sake of our clans?
Does the Chief of Chiefs know about your promise to Drazine?
No. We did our hand fasting in secret. Drisen is a good woman. There's little love between us, but I gave her brother my word before he died. And Eslin clearly doesn't want to marry me. I want to end this feud, but there has to be another way.
Can you tell me what the Sixford and Eagleseer clan's feud is all about?
This feud is older than these crags. I doubt anyone knows its cause.
A Vadishran might know. They keep the history of the clans.
If we learned the reason for the feud, maybe we could end it. Then we wouldn't need the damned hand fasting.
A Vadishran named Barth visited the Sixford once. My father spoke highly of him.
I know that name. He visited us too. He has a camp in the hills southeast of here.
It's a thin hope, but if we can find Barth, he might know more about the feud between my clan and the Eagleseers.
Did you get to know Eslin in the hand fasting cave?
Even before all this, I had heard of Chief Eagleseer's daughter. Fair as a rose and just as thorny. But we did get to know each other in the cave. At least a little. She's smart, passionate, fiery. I can respect that.
Tell me more about this Vadishran.
His name is Barth, a living legend from what the elders say. I only got a glimpse of him when he visited our clan before my father and the clan elders sent me away. He was interested in hearing more of our stories, I think.
Asking the Vatishran about the origin of our feud. That's as good an idea as any. At least it's better than this hand fasting. I just hope he's still using the camp near here.
Did you get to know Madaern in the hand fasting cave?
With a father as fierce as Chief Sixford, I expected Madaern to be a mighty warrior. He seems nice enough, but more like a hare that some witch turned into a human. His word is his bond, though. That's something.
You think the Vadishran will be able to help?
I didn't meet him when he came to see the Eagle Seers, but he's a legend, I know that. The elders were talking day and night about how the Great Bath was coming to visit to learn our stories. They couldn't think of a higher honor.
Okay, alright. Let's go and find this person. Apparently he is above... Oh, he's all the way over there. Which really isn't that far, I guess. But anyway, let's just use this. Get there somewhat quicker. Ask him the questions. This isn't the quest I was thinking of either. I actually thought there was something a little bit further on over here. But I didn't see anything, so maybe not.
This is his camp. But where's the Vateshran?
I don't like the look of this.
A knobby stick. A wooden stick covered in knobs. It seems well cared for.
That's the Vateshran's shillelagh. He wouldn't just leave it behind.
Flint dagger. This dagger is made of chipped flint. Subtle wall patterns are carved along the blade.
That's a Thornwood's clan knife, used for dark magic.
Oh, hang on.
Thornwood clan uses the ruins over the hill.
Their witches must have taken the Vateshran. We have to help him.
We're going
Without
back to...
weapons, we'll just get in the way. Our friend here will need to rescue the Vateshran.
Of course he will. We're going back into Briar Rock, are we? It's looking like it. Alright, back we go. The return to Briar Rock. Alright, so. Okay. I think this might give us a reason to go into those crypts. Possibly. Yep. I think we're going directly there.
Turning these hill hunter cowards into Briarhearts is more than they deserve.
Okay. Here we go. I'd use flame against a dragon knight?
Help me, please! I don't know what you're doing in this terrible place, friend, but would you oblige an old man and undo these bindings? Those damned hag ravens were talking about flaying the skin from my bones.
I'll untie your bindings.
Ah, that's better. Now, could you help me get out of here? This isn't the time or place for a long discussion, friend. Get me out of these ruins, and then we can talk about whatever's on your mind.
Right. Right this way. Yeah, got a lurch shot right in front of us. Where are you, buddy? Where'd he go? Oh. He's very close to me. Just roll down the stairs. Roll down those, roll off those stairs. And then we should be fairly safe.
Never thought I'd be so happy to see a gate in all my years. Now, let me thank you proper. Since Hind, I appreciate the help, Wanderer. I'm in your debt. Are you in the habit of wandering into dangerous ruins and delivering old storytellers to safety? Or was there something you needed of me?
Can you tell me how the feud between the Eagleseer and Six Ford clans began?
Well, that's an oddly specific request. Most people prefer the tale of Red Eagle's final hours. Why does an outsider care about the feud between two minor clans of the Reach?
I'm helping two clan members try to end it, so they won't have to get married.
Ah, so this is about the hand-fasting at Throldan Ring? Eslin of the Eagleseer and Medeirin of the Six Ford, if I'm not mistaken. You saved my hide, so a story's the least I can give you. But, not here. Let's do it back at my camp.
I'll meet you at your camp.
You go on ahead. After all that running and sneaking, I need to catch my breath. My camp is up on the ridge, to the east.
He said he's gonna meet us there. He's gotta catch his breath, so we should get there before him.
You're lying. You stole the cowl from the Chief of Chiefs.
Ball, take me if I speak untrue. She was stone drunk. I plucked it.
A Six Ford and an Eagleseer, yammering away like a couple of jackdaws. Now I've seen everything.
Vatishran.
Calm yourself, lad. Your friend here told me what you and the lass are thinking. I really do like this camp. Perfect location. I expect I'll have to move, though. Can't depend on outsiders delivering me from the Thornroot Witches again, can I? But before I move on, I owe you a tale. About the Eagleseers and the Six Fords, yes?
Can you tell us how the feud started?
It's an old hatred. I pieced the tale together during my time with the elders of both clans. Before there was the Eagleseers or the Six Fords, there was a man and a woman. They loved one another and were promised to wed.
What happened to them?
They fashioned the lover's coil, a totem of stone symbolizing the spirals of their lives entwining, of their love. But the day they were to wed, the coil broke. They believed it a sign of the displeasure of the spirits, so the pair separated.
What does this have to do with the Eagleseers and Six Fords?
The man's bloodline became the Eagleseers, the woman's the Six Fords. The love they once shared festered into hate. Battles were fought. Each clan rallied around a fragment of the lover's coil. Proof, they said, that the spirits ordained their feud.
Eslin Medeirin, does this give you any idea how to resolve the feud?
That story. I never heard it before. The elders never talk about it.
What if we tell everyone the story and we repair the coil? Vatishran, the fragments of the coil, what became of them?
The tales say they were lost at the battles of Carthspire Lee and Fowlon's Ire.
I know Fowlon's Ire. I'll look for a fragment there. Our friend can search Carthspire Lee.
Alright, Eslin. I'll escort the Vatishran back to Herolden Ring.
Okay. Carthspire Lee. It's just down here. In fact, it is so close to that way shrine, we may as well make use of it. It's over on the other side. Past Rockman there. Oh! Sorry, horsey. Lover's coil fragment, a weathered piece of carved stone with a clean break on one side. A spiral pattern is chipped on its surface.
Eslin? Where are you? Eslin? Outsider? If you're here, then that means... Oh, Darn, you fool! I ran all the way from Herolden Ring, only to realize I'm in the wrong place. Damn it all! I was supposed to be helping Eslin, but I might have gotten the two places mixed up. Serves me right for trying to accomplish anything with a muddled head.
You meant to go to Fowland's Ire?
Indeed. I was worried about Eslin. As soon as I settled the Vatishran at Herolden Ring, I set out to find her and make sure she was alright. Of course, leave it to me to forget which battlefield she actually went to.
You're that worried about her?
I suppose I've grown to care for her a bit. All that talking we did at the Vatishran's camp, it doesn't matter. Enough of that. There's a favor I need of you, outsider.
What is it?
If something's happened to Eslin, I won't make it in time to help her. I'm too winded. So I must turn to you. Find Eslin in Fallon's Ire. Make sure she's alright. I'll follow you as quickly as I can.
Are you fond of Eslin now?
I didn't know her when this all started. Then I came to know her wit, her laugh. Any soul with a heart in their breast would grow fond of those, even if they shouldn't.
It's not sounding so good for your friend's sister now, is it? Alright. Where is this place? Fowland's Ire. Just over here. Another quick jump through the Waste Shrine. Wonder if there's any drawbacks to going through Waste Shrines. Like, do we lose part of our brain or something? Does our memory begin to fade? Do we grow a third arm? I guess that's not such a bad thing, is it? We can try wield.
Outsider? Oh, perfect timing. I could use your help. I found the fragment, but can't get to it. A giant made camp right on top of it.
Eslin!
Madern? What are you doing here?
I had to make sure you were unarmed. I'm glad you're safe.
I ran into a bit of trouble, but I'm better now. I'm familiar with the old cairns in these hills. When the Vatishran mentioned the coil fragment lay in Fowland's Ire, I knew it had to be here. The giant is a problem, I'll admit, but you've proved yourself quite capable. I'll wait here with Madern.
You seem happy that Madern's here.
Do I? I suppose things feel a little less lonely with him here. Why shouldn't I enjoy it? While it lasts, at least.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. We came here for a specific goal. It's time we get to it.
I'll leave you two over there. I'll spend a little bit of quality time with this giant over here. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just take this while he's not looking. There we go. He hasn't got a clue. He still has no idea. Alright, let's go.
Well, you made quick work at that. You already found the cold fragment at Karthspire Lee, eh? All that's left is to go to Herolden Ring and see the end of this.
Where's Madern?
I sent him back to Herolden Ring, so he and the Vatishran could gather what they need to fix the Lover's Coil. I told him I'd wait to make sure that you got back safely. Speaking of which, can I ask why you came? How did you know I needed help?
Madern asked me to come. He tried to find you first. I went to Karthspire Lee by accident.
I thought so. Outsider, forgive me for laying my burdens on you, but it's been nagging at me for a bit now. What if everything we're doing isn't worth it? What if Madern and I just went along with the hand fasting?
I thought you didn't want to be married off.
I don't, but maybe I could, if it were him. I know what my heart is telling me. I'm falling for Madern. I'm a true fool for it, especially after starting this whole mess. But I know he's already pledged to another. I can't tell him how I feel.
What do you want to do?
We ought to stick to the plan. We have both fragments of the Lover's Coil. I'll take them to Roldan Ring and get them repaired. Then we can end the feud and be done with all this. You go ahead. I'd like a moment to myself.
You seem conflicted.
I'm just confused. My mind and my heart are telling me two different things, and I've never been sure which is the smarter of the two. I'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about.
What happened? What's that all about? Had a mammoth and a giant just rock up out of nowhere. Okay. I guess he couldn't see us because we were very still, despite the chitter chatter. Alright, back to Roldan Ring.
And so, the hatred between your two clans was born of a twist of fate, the shattered Lover's Coil. But today, Modern and Eslin have restored the Lover's Coil. Let their efforts show that you need not continue this quarrel.
Thank you for the tale, Honoured Vartishran. We will discuss this. Eslin Modern, wait in the hand-fasting cave. Outsider, I bid you stay.
I'll just rest my haunches a while, if it's all the same to you.
That story. There's so much to think about now.
Where in the mirror's hide have you been, outsider? You were supposed to fetch Eslin and Madar and bring them back quickly, not entertain this wild endeavor. The chiefs are about to come to blows as it is. What's the meaning of the Vartishran's tale?
Eslin and Modern found a way to end the feud without the hand fasting.
With what? This? Lover's Coil? They are fools to think that all the problems of the Sixford and Eagleseer clans can be solved by restoring some dusty relic.
But they proved there was no need for the feud in the first place.
Maybe not, but these clans have spilled each other's blood for generations. No relic from some bygone age will stay their weapons. The hand-fasting can end this violence today. Now, go give Eslin and Modern your blessing, so we can get on with this.
There's more I need to discuss before I make a decision.
Spirits take me. This is what I get for involving an outsider. Fine, but be quick about it.
Modern can't marry Eslin. He's already secretly promised to wed Drisenne.
The fool. That's a strange match. I knew they were childhood friends, but marriage? What else did he tell you about it?
He said it was out of obligation to a brother, who he gave his word to.
I see. I'm sure Drisenne believes it's real, regardless. Still, without the chief's blessing, it's not binding. Modern may not like going back on his word, but perhaps doing so will give Drisenne an opportunity to find someone who truly loves her.
Do you really think Eslin and Modern's wedding is the only way to end the feud?
I do. Try to understand, outsider. The hatred that runs between these clans is more than just habit. They cannot simply douse their anger after hearing some story. If the wedding doesn't take place, they may never trust enough to try again.
I thought it might come to this. It seems the decision rests with you now. Either force the hand-fasting to end the feud, or support Eslin and Modern, and hope their time together signals hope for it to end another way.
Why didn't the restored Lover's Coil convince the clans to end the feud?
Each of these chieftains have seen their people slain at the other's hands. That hardens a soul. At the end of the day, outsider, the tale is just words. This one happened to have a nice rock to go along with them. Now, it is up to you to decide.
What do you think I should do?
It's not my decision to make, happily enough, but the Chief of Chiefs has things a bit confused, as I see it. Not supporting the hand-fasting doesn't mean the feud will go on forever. The choice is about ending it today, or ending it in the future.
What do you mean?
If Estlin and Modern complete the hand fasting, the clans will be united, that's true. But they're of chieftain's blood, and will someday rule these clans. After today, do you really see a future of continued violence for them? Hope is not lost.
I understand.
It is a difficult matter. End the feud today, and you stop the violence right away. But there are other factors of the heart to consider. Or support Estlin and Modern to carry out their plan. But the feud will claim more lives until they can end it.
What games are the Varishron and our children playing at? I don't like this outsider.
That story.
What about these two? Let me just go back there and see if they're in there. What, they've run off again. Hey, you're supposed to... I thought I was supposed to be waiting in there. Okay, fine.
The Chief of Chiefs keeps us here like prisoners. And how dare the Vateshran share the tales our elders told him in confidence? If this keeps up, I won't be held responsible for my actions.
Go give Estlin and Modern your blessing, so we can get on with this.
No, I won't make Estlin and Modern perform the hand fasting.
After everything I did to bring these clans here today, to help them end their bloodshed, you're just going to toss it aside. Spirits take me. This story of yours won't work. But now, it's all we have left. You've doomed these clans, outsider.
What happens now?
This is your plan, outsider, not mine. The fate of these clans rests with Estlin and Modern now. If they won't go through with a wedding, then they must find another way.
Okay. Now we go and talk to him. I'm putting my faith in you, even though I'm an outsider. I was just passing by looking for a different quest.
You're back? What did the Chief of Chiefs say? I could see it in all their faces. They weren't moved at all by the tale of the lover's coil. After everything we've done. You spoke with the Chief of Chiefs. What did she say?
She told me to convince you to do the hand fasting. I refused.
Thank you, outsider. I feel the Chief of Chiefs, sire, but she must understand that us getting married is not the only path to peace. The feud is daft. So much grief for nothing. Modern and I do not need to be married to make them see that.
Then you're ready to finish this?
I am. I may love Modern, but he's pledged himself to another anyway. The hand fasting can't happen. We must make our refusal clear. You should talk to Modern. I'd sooner do this with him at my side, if he's willing.
What happens now?
My father and Chief Sixford are still with the Chief of Chiefs, eh? We'll need to speak with them and make our intentions known.
I don't know how much longer we can wait here. Did you discuss things with the Chief of Chiefs?
She told me to force you to perform their hand fasting, and I refused.
I see. When I vowed to wed Drazyn, I never dreamed what it would mean for my clan, or for Estlin's. If I never made that promise in all of this, then Estlin and I might have... Damn it all!
What will you do now?
All of this suffering from a broken stone. My father didn't heed the Vateshran, but I'll make him hear me. This feud is stupid. The time's come to end it. If Estlin's ready, then let's finish this.
Do you think this will work?
If there's anything this day has taught me, it's that there is a chance for my people to reconcile. Estlin is nothing like I expected her to be. Even if we are not to be married, that doesn't mean what transpired between us has to go to waste.
Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna come out of that cave. I guess they'll come over in their own time.
Here it comes.
What of the hand fasting?
There will be no hand fasting, Father. We don't need it. This feud is foolish.
She's right, Father. We don't need a hand-fasting to make us lower our swords. Heed the Vateshrand's tale.
The Eagle Seer wave has poisoned your mind, boy. You're shitting me.
You lay this at my daughter's feet, Sixford. My warriors and I will make you regret those words.
Our chance for peace is gone.
Gone for today, perhaps, but not forever. Modern and I will make sure of it.
Aye, we will spread the Vateshrand's tale to our clans until enough heed it.
Ashians do not die easily. It was too much to hope, maybe, that the chiefs would see the reason for the feud was simple foolishness. But the way Islin and Modern worked together today, it gives me hope for the future of these clans.
What do you mean?
We did not fail on this day. The true story here is of an Eagle Seer lass, a six-forward lad who now see each other not as foes, but as friends, and who have pledged to end this feud in a kinder time. For your part in this outsider, you have my thanks. Islin and Modern will have to return to their clan holdings soon. You may wish to say your farewells before then.
What will you do now?
I have not been to the ring in some time. I'll learn the tidings from across the crags. If you find anyone in need of a Vateshrand, send them my way, aye?
I don't think I entirely understand what just happened. The handfasting is off? Modern kept his promise to me? I fear what this means for my clan, but I won't deny that I'm relieved.
Islin, I'm glad that we came to know each other. There is a future for our clans yet.
I'm glad too, Modern. Today we proved Sixford and Eagle Seers can work together.
My son has brought shame to our clan. Had the Chief of Chiefs not been watching, that would have ended quite differently.
I knew Islin might prickle at the idea of the handfasting, but to go through all of this only to accomplish nothing? Foolish. And I've lost face in front of both the Chief of Chiefs and Vateshrand Bath.
I'm bound to follow my chief, so I followed when he left. But, I keep thinking of the Vateshrand story. I wonder why the elders won't share it with the rest of the clan.
Okay, and there's only one more person to talk to.
I expected better of you, outsider. This is what I get for involving you in the business of the clans. Damn you, you've doomed these clans.
I'm sorry for my father, outsider. He's too stubborn to listen. But he won't be chief forever. Just because we didn't end the feud today doesn't mean we won't end it in the future. Islin and I made a connection today. That's no small thing.
Well, we tried. The feud won't end today, but at least I'm not being leashed into a marriage and Modern won't have to break his word. This is not a failure, only a setback. Modern and I will spread the tale to our clans. I swear it.